afternoon. Welcome to North Shore Christian Airlines. Please take a moment to silence any cell phones and electronic devices. You may take pictures during the flight, but please turn off the flash for the comfort and safety of our crew and your fellow passengers. Please take a moment to locate the nearest emergency exit and keep in mind that they may be behind you. The restroom is located at the front of the plane, through the door on your right. We will be taking a 10-minute layover before arriving in the Sahara Desert. Thank you for choosing to fly with the Little Prince. Enjoy the journey.
Roger that. Prepare for emergency landing! Hey little buddy. Come in. Are you hurt? What a relief.
I have a picture of a hat.
I beg your pardon. That is not a hat.
What is it?
When I was your age, I saw a picture in a book of jungle creatures of a boa constrictor wrapped around some kind of wildcat. The caption under it said, "Boa constrictors swallow the prey whole and sleep for 6 months while they digest."
Is that true?
I believe so.
That's so gross.
I know, right?
I know that.
I was so inspired, I drew this. My drawing, number 1. Pretty frightening, huh? Don't tell me you're grown up already. My parents didn't understand this one either. Grown-ups always need explanations. So I drew this to help them. Now what do you see?
Is it an elephant?
Yes, an elephant inside of?
A blanket? So hiding under a blanket pretending to be a ghost?
No, but that's a good guess. Let me tell you that, as I told you before, that boa constrictor swallowed the prey whole. This is an elephant that has been swallowed by a boa constrictor, and the boa constrictor is sleeping for 6 months while it digests.
Ew, that's so creepy.
Thank you. Unfortunately, my parents didn't understand this one either. They told me to stop drawing pictures of boa constrictors. Go study geography, they said. Calculus, grammar, something to get ahead in the world. So that is how my artistic career was tragically cut short at the age of 6. And so I became an airplane pilot instead.
Who is that?
That was a very dear friend of mine.
What's his name?
I don't actually know. In my mind, I've always called him the Little Prince.
Is he real?
I believe so.
Where did he come from?
Well, that's a long story.
I want to hear it.
Well, alright. Suppose I told somebody. This is my journal. I had it with me 6 years ago when my plane crashed over the Sahara Desert. Engine failure forced me to take emergency landing hundreds of miles away from civilization. I was flying alone, without any passengers or a mechanic. It was up to me to find out what had gone wrong and fix the problem before I ran out of time. I had just enough water to last 8 days.
8 days.
No. Excuse me. Could you please draw me a sheep?
Who? What are you doing here?
I really need a sheep. Please, can you draw one for me?
Where did you come from?
I would like a sheep. Please, can you draw one for me?
I don't know how to draw.
That's okay. Draw me a sheep. What's that?
It's a sheep.
I don't want an elephant inside of a boa constrictor.
Sorry. Wait, you know what this is?
Of course. Boa constrictor is a dangerous snake, and an elephant's a big, heavy creature. I don't want either one to look at me. What I need is a sheep.
Okay, sheep.
What is that?
The sheep.
Looks like it's sick. Make another one. That's not a sheep.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's a ram. See, it has horns. Try again.
There, you happy?
Well, it is a sheep.
What's wrong with it?
It's too old. I want a sheep that's gonna live a long time.
Alright, look, all I know how to draw is a boa constrictor adjusting an elephant. I can't draw a sheep and I don't have any more time
You
to.
can do it. I know you can. Please draw me a sheep.
Why is this so important?
I really need a sheep. Can you please draw one for me?
Alright, there, we'll put some breathing holes inside. There, your sheep is inside the box.
That's perfect.
Really?
Yeah. Do you think the sheep will need a lot of grass?
Why?
Because where I live, everything is really small.
There should be enough grass. It's a very small sheep you've got.
Not that small. Oh look, he's sleeping.
And that is how I met the little prince.
Well, who was he? Where did he come from? And why did he want me to draw a sheep?
Well, a piece of paper is much easier to transport than a full-size sheet. As for where he came from, that took some time to discover. The little prince was always asking questions, unlike someone else I know. And he never answered mine. So I had to piece together a story bit by bit, sort of like a mystery.
What's this thing?
Careful, it's not a thing. It's a plane. It's my plane. I'm flying it.
So you fell out of the sky.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh.
It's not funny. It's just a life or death problem for me.
So you came from the sky too. What planet are you from?
You come from another planet?
You can't come very far away on that thing.
Where did you come from? Hey, little buddy, when you say where I live, where is that? Where do you plan on taking that sheep?
You know what's so good about having my sheep in a box is that at night it can be his house.
You're good, I'll draw you a rope so you can tie him up during the day and post the time to him.
Why would I want to tie him up?
If you don't, he'll go wandering off and get lost.
Where would he go?
Anywhere. Sheep don't think, they just keep going straight ahead.
That's okay. Where I live, it's really small. You can't get anywhere just going straight ahead.
And that is how I made two important discoveries about the little prince. Number one, he came from another planet. And number two, his planet was no bigger than a house. You know the names of big planets, right?
Sure, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars,
Right?
Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune,
Yes, and you see,
and Pluto.
right you are. But did you know there are planets even smaller than Pluto called asteroids, which are so small you'd have trouble even to see them with a telescope. When the astronomer discovers one of these, he gives it a number for a name. I have good reason to believe that the asteroid this little prince came from was asteroid B612. If you tell see if you can remember that, grown-ups love facts. If you tell them the proof that the little prince existed is that he wanted a sheep, they'll just shrug and be like a child. But if you tell them that the planet that the little prince came from was asteroid B612, they'll be convinced and won't pester you with all of their questions.
Hey, isn't it true that sheep eat bushes?
I guess so, little bushes.
Good. Do you think they'd also eat baobabs?
Baobab isn't a little bush, it's a giant tree. You couldn't take down one with a herd of elephants.
Elephants. My planet is so small you have to stack them on top of each other. But before baobabs get big, they start out small, right?
That's true. Why do you want to know if a sheep will eat small baobabs?
Well, it's like this.
Every planet has good plants and bad plants. Good plants from good seeds and bad plants from bad seeds.
But the seeds are invisible. They sleep in the ground until one of them decides to wake up.
It's a nice plant like a rose bush. You can leave it alone and let it grow.
But if it's a bad plant, you have to get rid of it as soon as you know it's going to be.
On my planet, there's some really bad seeds, baobab seeds.
And if you don't recognize the baobab soon enough, you can't dig it up. It keeps growing and growing until it takes over the whole planet.
Ah, I see.
And if the planet is really, really small, there are a lot of baobabs.
Roots to go right into the ground and start to break it apart.
And the whole planet explodes!
Whoa,
Every day I have to dig all the baobab shoots all over the planet.
that sounds like a lot of work.
It's not hard. It's just kind of annoying.
So you want a sheep to eat the baobab shoots to keep your planet from exploding?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You know what I like? I like sunsets. Let's go and watch the sunset.
Okay, but we'll have to wait
Wait for what?
for the sunset.
Oh. I keep thinking at my home.
What does he mean?
Well, when it's in the middle of the afternoon in the United States, the sun is setting in France. If you could fly to France in 1 minute, you could watch the sunset in the middle of the day. Unfortunately, France is too far away for that, but on a very small planet like asteroid B612, all you would have to do is move over your church just a little tiny bit, and you can watch the sunset anytime you want.
One day, I watched the sunset 44 times. It's nice to watch sunsets when you're sad.
Must have been really sad that day. What are you so sad about?
Ah, little prince. Little by little, I began to understand the ways of your lonely life. On the 5th day, once again, thanks to your sheep, I learned your secret.
If a sheep eats bushes, would it eat flowers too?
Sure, she did everything in sight.
Even flowers that have thorns?
Yes, even flowers have thorns.
Then what do they have thorns for?
No, flowers haven't just be nasty.
I don't believe you. Flowers are weak. They're innocent. They're trying to protect themselves however they can. They think they're strong with their thorns. They're trying to be brave. And you just thought that... What?
No, I don't think anything. I just said the first thing that came into my head. I'm sorry, little buddy. I'm really busy right now. This is important.
Important?
You're talking like a grown-up. You don't know it's important.
For millions of years, sheep have been eating flowers. And for millions of years, flowers have grown thorns. It's not important to know why the flowers even grow thorns when they're not good for anything.
There's a war going on between sheep and flowers, and it's not important.
And if I know a flower that doesn't grow anywhere else except on my planet, and if a little sheep with one bite can eat that flower without even thinking about it just like that, that's not important?
But if a sheep eats the flower, it's like all the stars going dark at once.
Hey, little buddy. It's okay. I'm sure your flower's okay. Here, I'll draw a muscle through your sheep. I'll draw a fence around your flower. Why don't you tell me about your flower?
They just come in the morning and by evening they're gone.
But one day, this shoot came up. It didn't look like any of the other plants.
Could have been a new kind of baobab, so I kept my eye on it.
Pretty soon it stopped growing, and I could tell it was going to be a flower.
But not just any flower.
Please excuse me. I just woke up. I know I'm a mess.
You're beautiful.
I am. It's because I was born at the same time as the sun. It's about time for breakfast, don't you think?
Oh,
That's nice. Just around the roots. A little closer.
ow.
Oh, watch out for my thorns. They're quite sharp.
Yes, they are.
Well, a poor weak little thing like me, I have to have some way to defend myself from the tigers. They come at me with their claws.
There are no tigers on my planet. And besides, tigers don't eat grass.
I am not grass.
Sorry.
I am not afraid of tigers, but I'm horribly susceptible to drafts. You wouldn't happen to have a screen or anything of the kind.
I'm sure you could come up with something.
And at night, I want you to put me in your glass. It's quite cold, where I come from. What about that screen?
I was going to go get it, but you were talking. Okay, I'm going.
Are you telling me the little flower?
yes.
Why? She wasn't very nice.
No, she was not, but she was beautiful. And the little prince didn't know much about love, and he was all alone. He took her complaints and criticisms quite seriously, and in the process, he became very unhappy.
Goodbye. Goodbye. I've been stupid. I'm sorry. Try to be happy.
I did love you. It's my fault you never knew it. It doesn't matter. You've been just as stupid as I have. Try to be happy. Forget the past love. I don't want it anymore.
But what about drafts?
My cold isn't all that bad. The fresh air will do me good. I am a flower after all.
But what about wild animals?
I'll have to put up with a few caterpillars. I want to be friends with butterflies. If I don't, most will come and visit me. They'll be far away. If a bigger creature comes along, I'll have my thumbs. Don't just stand there. You've made up your mind to go. Get going.
I believe he escaped his planet with the help of a flock of migrating birds. He found himself in the regions of asteroids 327, 328, 329, and 330. He had been smaller than his own planet and inhabited by some very peculiar people.
Ah, here's the subject. Go closer so I may see you better. It's impolite to yawn in the presence of a queen. I forbid you to yawn.
I can't help it. I've come a long way, and I haven't slept.
In that case, I order you to yawn. Yawns are rather interesting to me. I haven't seen anyone yawn in years. Go ahead, yawn again. That's an order.
I can't now.
Well then, I order you to sometimes yawn and sometimes to...
Can I sit down?
I order you to sit down.
Your Majesty, can I ask you a question?
I order you to ask me a question.
Your Majesty, what do you reign over?
Over everything.
Everything?
This planet, the other planets, the stars.
Over all that?
All that.
And the stars obey you?
Of course, I won't tolerate disobedience.
Your Majesty, can I ask a favor?
What might that be?
I'd like to watch a sunset. Please, Your Majesty, order the sun to set.
My little man, if I were to order a general to turn himself into seagull and he failed to carry out that order, who would be in the wrong? He or I?
You would be.
And if you were to tell your subjects to throw themselves into the sea, there would be a revolution. I have the right to expect obedience because my orders are reasonable.
So, what about my sunset?
You shall have your sunset, but my principles of government demand that we wait until conditions are favorable.
When will that be?
Tonight, approximately, 7:15. Then you will see how well I know the way.
Well, since there's nothing better for me to do here, I think I better go.
Wait! I shall make you a minister.
Minister of what?
Of justice.
But there's nobody to judge.
You can judge yourself. It's far more difficult to judge oneself than to judge another. If you succeed in judging yourself, it must be very wisely.
But I can judge myself anywhere. I don't have to stay here to do that.
Well, somewhere around here, I'm not sure where, there's an old rat. I don't know where he is, but I can hear him at night. You can judge that rat. From time to time, you shall condemn him to death. So his life shall depend on your justice. But you shall always grant him mercy, for you know there's only one of him.
I don't want to condemn anybody to death. I think I better go.
Wait!
If your majesty would like to be obeyed, you could give me a reasonable order. You could order me to leave in a minute. I think the conditions are favorable.
I shall make you an ambassador.
Grown-ups are very strange.
Five plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20.
Hello.
10 plus 10 is 20. Hello. 30 plus 30 is 60. I don't have time for chat. 60 plus 60 is 120. That makes 501,626,731.
500 million what?
Still there. I don't remember. I'm very busy. Don't have time for games. 3 plus 36.
501 million what?
Of those little things you sometimes see in the sky.
Flies?
No, little shiny things.
Fireflies?
No. Little golden things that lazy people stare at and dream about. I don't have time for dreaming.
Stars!
Yeah, that's right, stars.
What are you gonna do with 500 million stars?
501,622,731, I believe in precision.
Okay. What are you gonna do with all those stars?
What will I do with them?
Yeah.
Nothing, I own them.
You own all the stars?
Yup.
But I met a queen who...
Queens don't own anything, they reign over things. It's very different.
How can you own the stars?
It makes me rich.
Why would you want to be rich?
The Bible stars when it discovers them.
If I owned a flower, I could pick the flower and carry it with me. But you can't own the stars, and you can't pick the stars. You can own them. So.
Yeah. Well, you know how it works is I own the stars.
So, how is that possible? How can you own the stars?
Who do they belong to?
I don't know. To nobody.
Then they're mine, 'cause I thought it first.
That's it?
Of course. If you find a diamond doesn't belong to anyone, it's yours. If you discover an island doesn't belong to anyone, it's yours. If you're the first to have an idea, you patent it, it's yours. I own the stars because no one before me has ever thought of owning them.
Okay. But you can't pick the stars. If I owned a flower, I could just pick it and carry it with me wherever I went. So, what do you do with them if you can't pick them?
Well, you can't pick them, but you can put them in the bank.
What does that mean?
That means I write down how many stars I have on a piece of paper. Then I put that piece of paper into a drawer and lock with a key.
That's it?
Yup. Hang on. Who's it?
I have a flower that I water every day. What do you do for the stars? Why did you put out that lamp just now?
Orders, good morning.
What orders?
To put out my lamp. Good evening.
Why'd you just light it now?
Orders.
What orders?
Orders are orders. There's nothing to understand. Good morning. My job is terrible. It used to make sense. Put out the lamp in the morning, light it in the evening. I have the rest of the day to rest and the rest of the night to sleep.
Did the orders change since then?
No, that's the problem. The planet has been turning faster and faster year after year, but the orders haven't changed.
So?
So now it turns once every minute, then you never get a chance.
That's so funny. Your days are only a minute long.
It's not funny. Well, we've been talking an entire month has gone by.
I know a way you can take a break whenever you want.
I always want to break.
Your planet's so small that you can walk around it in 3 steps. So if you ever want to take a break, oh, thank you. All you have to do is walk very slowly, and it'll always be daytime.
That help much, I'm afraid. What I really want to do is sleep.
Oh, that's too bad.
Thanks for trying anyway. Good evening. Oh, hey there, Explorer. Where did you come from?
What are you doing?
I'm a geographer.
What does that mean?
It's someone who knows where to find oceans, rivers, cities, mountains, and
That sounds interesting. Your planet's beautiful. Does it have any oceans?
I don't know.
Any mountains?
I don't know.
What about cities, rivers, deserts?
I don't know.
But you're a geographer.
Yes, but I'm not an explorer. It's not the geographer who goes out to find cities and rivers and mountains and all that. I don't leave my office. Explorers come to me and I ask them questions about the things they've seen. And if I'm interested in what they have to tell me, I make an inquiry into their discoveries.
Do you go to see it?
No, that's. But I have an explorer bring me proof. For example, if the explorer has discovered a big mountain, I'll expect them to bring back big rocks. But you come from far away. Explorer, describe your planet.
Well, it's very small. There are 3 volcanoes, 2 active ones, and 1 that's extinct. But you never know volcanoes.
You never know.
I clean out the volcanoes every day. If you clean out volcanoes regularly, they won't erupt.
I'm not sure that's quite how.
Most days I clean out the extinct one too, just in case.
I see. What other landmarks are on your map?
Well, there's this flower.
Oh, those are flowers.
Why not? She's the most beautiful flower there ever was.
Because flowers are ephemeral.
What does that mean?
Geography books are the most serious kind of books. We have to make sure that they are credible. It's very rare for a mountain to change its place or an ocean to lose its water. We write about eternal things.
But my extinct volcano could become active again. What does ephemeral mean?
Whether a volcano is extinct or active, it's still in the same place. It matters.
But what does ephemeral mean?
It means in danger of sudden disappearance.
My flower's in danger of sudden disappearance?
Indeed.
My flower is ephemeral, and she only has 4 thorns to protect herself from the world. And I left her all alone.
Hey, Explorer, how would you like to go on a mission with me?
Where?
Planet Earth. It has a good reputation from what I've heard.
So the last planet the world has visited was our own Earth. The Earth is not like any planet she had seen so far. It's much bigger for a start, and for people, last time they were counted, it was more than 7 billion. You know, it's funny. You'd think 7 billion people would take up a lot of space, but there are still places where you can go for miles around without being sold. When you're out in the middle of nowhere, and there's nothing but endless sand and endless sky as far as you can see, it makes you think how small you really are. Why don't we get ready to go and continue this once you're ready, okay?
Fine.
Hello there. Hello. What planet am I on now?
The Earth. This is Africa.
Doesn't anybody live on Earth?
This is the desert. There's no one in the desert. The Earth is a big place.
The stars are so far away. I wonder if I can see. Yes, that one right above us. That's my planet.
It's lovely,
You're a funny animal. You're skinny as a finger.
but more powerful than the finger of a king.
You can't be that powerful. You don't even have feet. You can't go anywhere.
I can take you farther than the swiftest ship. Don't wait once you send back from the place that's thinking. That's you! You come from a star, right? You poor little thing. So small and helpless on this cool earth.
think I like this planet. It's all dry and hot and pointy. And the people here, they don't have any imagination. They just repeat whatever you tell them. On my planet, there was a flower. She was always the first to speak. Hello. What are you? But you're all alike. My flower, she told me she was the only one of her kind. She'd be so embarrassed that you were here.
I thought I had such a great treasure, a flower that was unique in all the world. But all I had was an ordinary rose, and 3 volcanoes that only came up to my neck. One of them is probably extinct forever.
I'm not much of a prince at all.
Hey,
Hello?
over here.
Who are you? You're very pretty.
I'm a fox.
Can you come play with me?
I can't play with you. I'm not tamed.
Oh, what does that mean? Tamed.
To think humans don't pay much attention to these days, it means to form ties.
To form ties?
Well, you see, right now you're nothing more to me than a little boy, no different from hundreds or thousands of other little boys. You don't need me, and I don't need you either. I'm just a fox, no different from hundreds or thousands of other foxes. But if you tame me, we'll begin to need one another. To me, you'll be unique in all the world, and I'll be the same to you.
I think I understand. There's this flower. I think she maybe tamed me.
It's possible. You see all sorts of things on this earth.
Oh, it isn't on Earth.
On another planet?
Yeah.
Are there chickens on this planet?
No.
Are there hunters?
No.
Nothing's perfect. My life is pretty monotonous. I chase chickens, humans chase me. All the chickens are the same, and all the humans are the same too. But if you tame me, I'll know a footstep that's hidden from the others. Other people's footsteps can be underground and hide. Yours will call me out, like music. Please tame me.
I don't know if I have time. I have friends to find and things I need to know.
You can never know anything more than something you've tamed. Humans don't take the time to get to know things. They buy things ready-made from stores. But there's no store where you can buy friendship, so humans don't have any friends. But if you need a friend, tame me.
Okay, what do I have to do?
You have to be very patient. First, just sit there.
Here?
No, yep, sir. Further back. Yes, there. Now sit.
Now what do I do?
Don't talk. Just let me look at you and don't say anything. Good. That's enough for today. Tomorrow you can sit a little closer.
Hi. It's me again.
It would have been better for you to come with me. For example, if you always came at 4 o'clock, at 3 I'll start to get excited. And as the hour goes on, I'll get happier and happier until when you finally get there, I won't be able to contain myself. But if you come just any time, I won't be able to prepare my heart to meet you. We've got to have our rituals.
What's a ritual?
It's another thing humans have forgotten about. It's what makes every day different from the rest, every hour different from the rest. My hunters, for example, every Thursday they go dancing with the village girl. So Thursday is a wonderful day for me. But if my hunters went dancing whenever they felt like it, I'd never get your break. Every day would be the same.
I see. 4 o'clock tomorrow?
Sounds good to me.
And so the little prince tamed the fox.
fault. I never wished you any harm, but you wanted me to tame you.
I know.
But you're gonna cry.
Yeah.
So it hasn't done you any good.
Yes, it has. Go take another look at those roses, and you'll understand why yours is unique. Then come back and say goodbye to me, and I'll tell you a secret.
You're not like my flower. Not at all. No one has tamed you, and you haven't tamed anyone.
If anyone else saw you, they would say you look just like my rose.
But she's more important than all of you because she's the one I'm taking care of.
She is the one I protected with the screen and put under a glass of globe at night.
I watered her and killed chocolates for her, except for 2 or 3, which we saved to turn butterflies.
I listened to her complain and vent, and even when she didn't say anything, because she's my rose.
She is my rose.
Goodbye. Goodbye. And now here's my secret. You can't really see anything except with your heart. The most important things are invisible to the eyes.
The most important things are invisible to the eyes.
It's a tiny basic red rose that makes you so unique. Things have forgotten is true, but you must not forget. You become responsible forever for the things you take. You're responsible for your rose.
I'm responsible for my rose. I'm glad I tamed the fox. She told me.
Little buddy, can we not talk about the fox right now?
Why not?
Because I don't have any water left, and I still haven't found out what's wrong with the stupid engine. I'm sorry, but right now I'm more worried about dying of thirst than I am about foxes or flowers.
It's good to have a friend, even if you're gonna die. I'm glad the fox was my friend.
Did you not hear what I just said?
I'm thirsty too. Let's go look for a well.
Well, we're just gonna go wandering off to the desert and find a well? What happens when we get lost and can't find our way back here?
We can follow footprints.
Alright, sure. We'll find a well.
The stars are beautiful.
Sure.
They're beautiful because of a flower that I can't see. The desert's beautiful too. What makes it beautiful is that it's hiding a well somewhere.
You getting tired? Take a break. When I was a kid, I lived in a house that was over 100 years old. The local legend said there was a treasure hidden somewhere beneath it. Of course, no one ever found it, but it made the whole house seem mysterious and exciting. My house holds a secret in its heart. It's like with the stars over the desert. What makes them beautiful is something invisible.
I'm glad you agree with my fox.
I could have said the same thing about the little prince. His faithfulness to the flower shone through his whole being, like a blinding in a lamp, even when he was secret.
I don't believe this. Little buddy, wake up. I think we found a well.
Hear that? We woke up the well, and now it's singing for us.
Let me do that. It's too heavy for you. I didn't know water could ever taste so good.
You know, people where you come from, they grow 5,000 roses in a single garden, and they don't find what they're looking for.
Well, they don't.
But what they're looking for, they could find in a single rose
You're
or
right.
a little water.
You're right.
But eyes can tell lies. Hey, you still have to keep your promise.
What promise?
You said you'd draw a muzzle for my sheep, so it wouldn't eat my flower.
Oh, yeah, right. Let's see. Oh.
You have a lot of pictures.
They're not really finished yet.
What's this?
Those are the baobabs. The ones you told me about. The ones that can make your plant explode.
They look like cabbages.
Thanks. I was proud of my baobabs.
What's this animal with the horns?
Those aren't horns. That's That's your fox. Those are ears. Give me a break, little buddy. All I know how to draw is boa constrictors.
Okay. Is this supposed to be me?
Yeah, I never learned how to draw people.
I like it.
You can keep that one if you want.
No, you keep it, so you won't forget what I look like. You know, tomorrow will be the anniversary of the day that I came down to Earth. I felt pretty close to here.
So then the day I met you, it wasn't just by chance you were out here all alone millions of miles away from anybody or anything. But you were trying to find your way back to the place where you fell because it's the anniversary.
You should get back to work. You still have to fix your machine. Come back here tomorrow. I'll wait for you here. You don't remember, do you? Yes, it's the right day, but it isn't the right place. Of course. Follow my footprints in the sand, then all you have to do is wait for me there. I'll come back tomorrow. You sure this won't hurt? You sure it's gonna work? Okay, go away now.
What is going on here? Those snakes are dangerous. They can kill you in 30 seconds. Don't go near them, don't touch them, and don't talk to them. Little buddy, are you alright? Didn't bite you, did it? Sorry for yelling. Didn't scare you. You sure you're alright?
I'm glad you found out what's wrong with your machine. Now you can go home.
How did you know? I was just coming to tell you.
I'm going home today too. It's a lot farther for me and a lot harder. So, I have your sheep and the box for your sheep. I have the muzzle too.
Little buddy, you're scared.
I'll be a lot more scared tonight.
Don't talk like that. Little buddy, can I hear you laugh again, please?
Tonight it'll be 1 year exactly. My star will be right about the spot where I fell.
Tell me I'm imagining things. Tell me this is all just a bad dream. All stuff about talking to snakes and secret meetings and stars.
What's important are the things you can't see.
So you've told me.
It's like my flower. If you love a flower that grows on a star, you love to look at the sky at night. All the stars are in bloom.
Yeah.
My planet is too far away for me to show you which one it is. It's better that way. When you look up at the sky, any one of those stars could be mine. So you'll love them all.
Stars mean different things to different people.
For travelers, the stars are guides.
For other people, they're just little lights.
For businessmen, they're a way to get rich.
But all their stars are silent. You'll have stars like no one else has.
What do you mean?
When you look at the night sky, some living on one of those stars, some laughing on one of those stars, so you'll be like all the stars are laughing. And you'll be the only person in the world with laughing stars.
When you start to feel better, you always do eventually. You'll be happy that you met. You will always be mine.
And sometimes you'll open your window just for the fun of it. And all your friends will be surprised to see you staring up at the sky now. They'll all think you're crazy.
So I guess I'll be the one who has the last laugh.
Tonight, don't come with me tonight.
I won't leave you.
It'll seem like I'm suffering. It'll seem like I'm dying. Don't come to see that.
I won't leave you.
It's the snake I'm worried about. It might decide to bite just for fun. Snakes can be mean.
I won't leave you.
But they don't have any venom for a second bite, do they?
I didn't hear him leave that night. He must have gotten up without him making any noise, but I followed his footprints.
There you are. I told you not to come. I don't want you to be sad.
You have to understand, it's too far. I can't carry this body with me. It's too heavy.
But it'll just be like an old empty shell. There's nothing sad about an empty shell.
When I go home, I'll be looking up at the stars. All the stars will be like wells, with a rusty old pulley inviting me to drink.
Just imagine how fun that will be. You'll have 1 million little bells, and I'll have 1 million little fountains.
It's right over there. Let me go on a ways alone. You know, my flower, I'm responsible for her. She needs me. And I need her.
So, it wasn't so heavy after all.
But why did he want to go back to his flower? She the reason he left?
Yes, but I think he learned a great deal more about love since then. Perhaps he loved her too much to let her stay the same as she had been. Come over here to the window. See the stars. What do you see?
$501,722,731.
You shall have your sunset, but my principles of government demand that we wait until conditions are favorable.
Good morning. Good morning. If you walk very slowly, you'll always be in the sun.
3 volcanoes, 2 active, 1 extinct, but you never know. And a most exceptional flower.
You can't truly see anything except with your heart. The most important things are invisible to the eyes.
500 million little bells. Someday I'll be all Africa.
What did you hear?
So